depended on USAID for over 60 years. And the moment the owners of the money say, let's take a 90-day pause so that I audit where my money is going, suddenly the whole country goes into a frenzy. And this should be a moment of reflection for Uganda and the African continent in general. We have been asking for a very long time to be liberated from colonialism, neo-colonialism. And now that the opportunity presents itself, for some reason, we are complaining. Because let's get something straight. Often the money given to us in foreign aid is lost to corruption, misuse, depleted and overrated salaries to particular individuals, or sometimes we lose billions of money that are unaccounted for. So it only makes sense that the donor is asking for an edit, and if that means pausing the amount of money coming in, they should. And I do understand the implications of this pause because so many heavily funded healthcare projects run on USAID, but that should be a moment of reflection. This is just a 90-day pause. What would happen if the United States just said, we're not giving you money anymore? And within their rights, they can't do that because it is their money. It's high time Uganda and the African continent got themselves together and actually started looking for systems that are sustainable and not always depend on foreign aid, because we are struggling with debt. On top of that, we have constant aid, which doesn't necessarily help us to have a more independent system. Instead of writing paragraphs of why this is a bad move, we should essentially realize that, we are actually in a bad situation and we cannot always depend on aid because it can go any day.
So right now we have Democrats up in arms about USAID being defunded, right? When we all know that a good portion of that funding goes to foreign countries. Why are our politicians advocating harder for illegal immigrants, for funding foreign nations, than they stand for Americans and what's best for the people that actually elected them? And to Americans that are up in arms about, you upset about deportations, you're upset about USAID being defunded, my question to you is, how can you complain about inflation, the cost of living? How can you complain about the fact that, we're not taking care of our people, we're not taking care of the homeless, there's homeless people, there's people who need help. We complain about all of these things, not recognizing what causes inflation, what's taking money away from the things that actually help Americans who are in need. The biggest issue in America right now is not defunding, it's not Elon Musk, it's ignorance. And when I say ignorance, I don't mean that as an insult. What I'm saying is many of us are upset because we don't know the truth. We're being lied to by the media because someone is actually in office doing something about the things that we have been complaining about for years. And we're angry about it. I was under the media witchcraft spell. And I can tell you that I was the angriest, the most depressed, and the most fearful, and I would say the least productive when I was watching ABC News every single day. Do you know what America needs? It don't need a Target fast. I had to. We need a mainstream media fast, for real. And we need to find some real information about what is really happening with our country. And the first thing we need to find out is where our money is being spent. Corruption is being exposed, and the people that have a hand in it don't want you to know, and they also control the information that comes across your screen. And so it's time to change what's on your screen.